The rental property sector is among the list of tax non-compliant sectors, and it's without any shred of doubt that the affirmation that rental income tax is part of Income Tax Act will be unpopular with some players in this industry. But according to the KRA Commissioner General, efforts to ensure tax compliance is adhered to not only in the property rental sector but other sectors as well are unwavering.
We may not be able to tell you how many landlords we are targeting, but in the context of the process, how we are doing it presently, we are mapping areas, and then we are getting to the ground level, and then we are collecting details.
To help it counter non-compliance, the Revenue Authority has undertaken to use third-party data. For instance, in the rental income tax area, the authority will be using tenants to facilitate them with information about the landlord's gains.
I made this comment in my remarks that the business of getting people to pay tax is everybody's business. So as a tenant, if you know you are paying money to somebody who is earning an income, it is your responsibility as a tenant to ensure that that person pays tax. Because those are the taxes that are then used to do all the many things that the same landlord wants.
Njiraini also took the occasion to clear the wave about the impasse surrounding their proposal to have a company that will provide them with a database system that will provide reference information to support compliance efforts.
If the government, the Ministry of Lands or the Directorate of Service had a database of property transactions that tell us who owns what is the status of development of that property, and so on and so forth, we would not be looking for anything, because we would just be telling the ministry, you are a government department like we are, and we need this information for the purpose of tax administration. So why should I go into the business of spending huge sums of money to develop a database that somebody else has got that I can use?
And as pertains to the possible increase in house rents with the implementation of the rental income tax,
I suppose at the end of the day it will be supply and demand that will determine what will happen in the industry. It's not a new regulation. Maybe it is just being enforced now. Rental income was always taxable.
Unfortunately, and I think as Emma also said correctly, because of higher demand vis-a-vis supply, in the short term, you will find short-term developers taking advantage of that and increasing their rents.
Housing Finance Director Frank Ireri, however, allayed any possible fears of such an occurrence, saying that this will be short-lived.
In the medium to long term, and with the various initiatives Kenya private developers are taking, institutions like ourselves, the Ministry of Housing, to increase the supply of affordable housing across the country, such developers or landlords will be caught up with.
The debate on a possible increase of house rent comes amidst undesirable housing shortage in the country, and this poses a challenge to the government, which must be addressed.